Screaming suicide. Friday is the Metallica concert in Frankfurt, so I need this shirt. Don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Arms off, cut this and shorten it. I'm scared to destroy this wonderful shirt, which I need to wear on Friday. Oh shit. Oh, where's the bloody center of this shirt? Are you the kind of person who can say, oh, I'll just finish this tomorrow? Ah, check this. What the fuck? Battery. I think it's time to try it on. Give me a second. And then it looks like this. Oh yeah. Welcome back to this channel. Today is another t-shirt makeover episode. And the t-shirt of the day is this Screaming Suicide. I love this shirt. And since it has a print on the back, we have to be careful that we don't ruin it. I'm planning to do something similar as with my original made-over Metallica shirt, which had the print on the front and the large print on the back. I want to do something a bit different with the Screaming Suicide. Dog hair. Dog hair. I just brushed all the dog hair off and now it's back. It's a mystery to me. This one was a size M and the new one is a size S. You can see there's a bit of a difference in the width. Let's just try this one on and then we can decide what we want to do. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that's the t-shirt. I hope you can see something. That's the cause for the dog hair, one of them. Okay, so this is definitely too long and too tight at the hips. It's a men's shirt, obviously. So we'll have to get the arms off. Got some room here by the shoulders because the seams are too wide as well. Yes, men's shirt. And I think I would like to cut this a bit deeper out here and shorten it quite a bit. I'm not ready, but we'll just start anyway. Let's go. This is the shirt I did last time, which is not a Metallica shirt, but a Metallica shirt. A German tribute band. Check them out, they're great. Last time I started at the hem, cut that off first to shorten it, but then it rolls up so much because of the stretchy material. I got away with it the last time because this is a wider fit and I did some stay stitching there. It doesn't have to be stretchy, it's wide enough. But since this is only a size S, I don't quite know if I will get away with it this time. I don't think so, so I'll rather leave it. It's bloody cold today. It's no weather for a tank top, honestly. I would prefer not to do this, but Friday is the Metallica concert in Frankfurt, so I need this shirt. I think we start at the collar. As you can see, this is much wider and just a little bit deeper. We could go a bit deeper here, but I don't want to go too deep because the print always needs some room to breathe. So no, actually I can't go any deeper there. Let's just cut the ribbing off. I really wish I had more experience doing this, or better sewing skills, or both. So I don't do the shape of the collar yet, I'm just getting rid of the ribbing. I'm so excited about the weekend. Metallica will play the No Repeat weekend with shows on Friday and Sunday. And Saturday is the night between with Metallica and Metallica. And I just can't wait. Done. This looks better already. How wide do we want that? Let's check again. Always have to calculate that we need about 1 centimeter for the seam, for the hem. Do you call this a hem at the collar? So not much more to go. Now let's get rid of the arms. I've actually watched some t-shirt to tank top videos on YouTube the other day. And I was quite afraid how easy it is for some people to just cut their shirts apart. Maybe they had shirts they didn't like in the first place, but there was this one girl who also transformed band shirts and it took her like 5 minutes. I think both of the first 2 shirts took me about 4 hours or something. This is the 3rd one I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it in the video. I'm actually shaking quite a bit. I'm scared to destroy this wonderful shirt, which I need to wear on Friday. And I'm also still absolutely not comfortable in front of a camera. Could already call this a tank top. Have to be really careful with the back print and the front print actually, because they're both very wide, and if the design should get some room to breathe, there's a dog under the table, then we just mustn't cut it too tight. I had to get him out from under the table. There are too many cables and there's a tripod for the camera. I want to get rid of some fabric on the inside and on the outside. You could see that the shoulders were far too wide. This is the worst video ever. I don't even know where to start. If in doubt, just start somewhere. Just get the other shirt again. I can't say this often enough. If you have an iron to iron your clothes, do it before you start cutting anything. It would make life so much easier. But I don't have an iron. So I'll just mark the silhouette of the shirt on top. Still keeping in mind that we have to add 1 centimeter on both sides. If I do the arms like in this shirt, they will automatically come up a little bit higher, but this is really low, so maybe just something like here. And with the neckline, you would end up about here. So there's not that much more to cut. The neckline can't go much deeper because it will just ruin the design, and we don't want to ruin the original design. Check this out, I've cut in so far that I hardly have any room. I think it's very important to get the curves right. This doesn't look too good. We have to get something that resembles a circle a bit more. I don't want a V-neck. They look horrible in V-necks. I think that doesn't look too bad. I'll just cut the back and front in one go. Let's see what happens. Please, kids, don't try this at home. And now we can just fold it over and do the second side. Find the center. Make sure everything is flat. I just add some pins to secure it. I made such a fuss about getting this studio a bit nicer and the lighting right and everything. But that all doesn't make your video any better if you're just too excited or anxious to actually do the work. Now I'm just cutting along the same line on the right side as I did on the left side. Back and front in one go. See if I regret this later. With the first t-shirt last week, I didn't care about the quality of the video, as you can clearly see in the video. And in a way that made it easier because now I'm in perfectionist mode. I want to get everything right. I want to get the lighting right. Then maybe you just care too much about the stupid video and can't focus on your creative project anymore. That's the arms done. It really didn't need that many pins, did it? Now we have to get the collar right, and for that, because there we don't want to cut the back and the front in one go, because we would just end up within the print. So we have to fold it the other way. I should have left the center pins in. Oh shit. Oh, where's the bloody center of this shirt? There, probably. Center front, center back. This shirt, like the last one, doesn't have seams on the side, which I think makes the whole thing harder. If everything goes according to plan, I will get another shirt tomorrow, because I've registered to donate blood for Metallica's, what do they call it? Well, hashtag bleeding me. So if you donate blood, then you get a Metallica blood donation shirt. And I so want that. And now we should be able to fold this thing in half. How hard can it be? Bloody hard. This is like Marie Kondo advanced level folding. How long can it take to fold a t-shirt, honestly? I need more pins. Everything will be fine. So this is where our design starts. It would be really cool to actually go into the design, but I don't quite dare. Check these distances between the lines. I want to have room here for another imaginary line. So there's not much to cut. This is where I want the fabric to end. This is where I marked the collar. So obviously I have to aim for the same point at the back. Add 1 centimeter and go. I don't know if this is 1 centimeter, but I'll check it later. I don't dare to cut any deeper. That's the cutting done, except for the hem at the bottom. I think it all looks quite good. Good enough, I hope. Yeah, well, screaming suicide. There are these lines about, are you good enough? And you are good enough. So I think this shirt can be good enough as it is as well. So in the next step, I'll get the sewing machine ready and we'll do the stay stitching again along these lines, or rather that far away from the cuts we've made. Let's get the sewing machine. Last time I used a normal straight stitch for the stay stitching. This time I'm using a very small zigzag stitch. I don't have room for the foot pedal because there's a tripod in the way, and underneath the tripod there's a dog. Very important not to pull on the fabric because that will just ruin it. I think something's very wrong with my yarn tension or thread tension. I'm more knitted than a sewer, so for me it's yarn. I've learned that you do the stay stitching on the collar from the middle to the outsides or the other way around, but not all in one go. Can you see this? This doesn't look like zigzag at all. So I think the tension of the upper thread is too tight. I've just realized that I'm absolutely stupid because I did it in 2 goes now, but the direction was the same. I mean, the direction is always the same if you don't turn the fabric around. And for now, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. So, stay stitching on the collar. Now you can see the tension was far too high. This is not a zigzag stitch. And this, I still think something's quite wrong. Does this look zigzaggy to you? I'm not happy with the stitches at all. It worked all fine until I came to the hem of the last t-shirt. Didn't change any settings, but then suddenly the seam didn't look good anymore, but I don't know why. That's probably why I'm doing these kind of videos, because in a proper tutorial, in an expert video, you only see what happens when everything goes really well, but no one shows you all the things that go wrong. Well, some people do, and I'm so glad for it, and I want to be one of them. So yes, this is everything that can go wrong. Just trying another test. Ah, check this. Something's very wrong here. What the fuck? Yeah, creative projects, isn't it great? So much fun. So much fun. Not. Let's go. I hate it. Help me. That's our stay stitching done on the collar and on the arms. So next we will just fold this over, add our new seam like this, Can you believe it? I just found out what's wrong. I was thinking about the last shirt and the problem appeared when I changed the bottom thread. And of course, or well, not of course, that never happened to me before, but as it was the first time, I put in this spool. Do you call it a spool? I put this in the wrong side. I have to put it in this way, and I put it in the other way around. So I think the mystery is solved. Problem is found, and I'm afraid we have to speed things up a little bit because A, I'm running out of battery, and I have to be at work in just over an hour. Yeah, I still have a day job, and with 6 followers on YouTube, I'm not quite ready to give that up yet. And I like it. I like my day job. Battery. Did you know that the word battery appears in the song Battery 17 times? I asked Gemini the other day. That's what I've got a premium account for. I'm paying Google money to ask Gemini how often the word battery appears in the song Battery. The time pressure factor doesn't make this any easier. The sensible choice would, of course, be to take a break now, get ready for work in peace, and finish this tomorrow. But I'm not exactly known for sensible choices. In the last video, I used about 7 million pins for this, even though I feel highly ridiculous with this project. I think we need more content like this, where you see people struggle or just fuck up completely, because so often we just see the perfect outcome. And let's be honest, so much went wrong in this video. I shouldn't publish this, but that's life and that's creativity. You're trying out new things, and I think it's important to show the process. In the end, that's so much more, I wouldn't say entertaining, but real. And honestly, if I just watch people doing what they've been doing for the last 10 years every day, stuff where they put in their, 10,000 hours, you don't want to compare yourself or your work to them, but somehow you still do, even if you know it's bullshit. But you never see how they actually started, how they struggled. So yeah, you can watch me struggle, sitting here in my little room with a tripod between my legs, actually looking through the hole in the ring light, ruining a band shirt. And I'm still kind of shaky. Not because I'm nervous anymore. I'm beyond caring by now, to be honest. But because I want to finish this. I want to be at work on time. Still got an hour if I hurry up and skip lunch. Hey, welcome to my world. Maybe you'd like to leave a comment what you would have done now. Are you the kind of person who can say, oh, I'll just finish this tomorrow. I'll get lunch now, then I'll go to work. Or are you, like me, the more obsessed kind of person who always wants to get the stuff finished and has problems taking breaks, distancing yourself from your work, and then end up in a continuous loop of stress? Workaholics unite. At least it's kind of an antidote to perfectionism. You know, the 80-20 rule. 80% take you 20% of the time, and the last 20% to get the perfect outcome take you another 80% of the time. Yeah, so today 80% will just have to be good enough. Okay, that's the arms done. Now the collar. Don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Width of the shoulder straps, all right, I like that. This is exhausting. I wouldn't believe how exhausting this is. I want to check my stress level. High. The t-shirt looks like a hedgehog. All is pinned, and now I'll sew it without the camera because I'm running out of battery. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, can you see something? Top is done. And once you get your thread right into the sewing machine, you also get a nice stitch. Now we just have to do the bottom. I actually want to shorten this quite a bit till about here. Maybe something like this, I can't see anything. For the shape that it has now, like there's still a lot of fabric at the top. I think it has to be wider at the bottom, like these, roughly. And I want to get some slits in there till about here. I'll just cut this off and hem it and get the slits in there. I don't know how to do that. I've never done it before. And I'll be back in a second. I still have about half an hour before I really have to go. That should make things a bit easier. Right, can you see that? Yes, I'm trying to align the bottom of the shirt with the lines here. And then, ooh, dust. Ash to ash, dust to dust. I think I've got a Metallica quote for every word I know. You too? Not the band U2, but do you too have Metallica quotes for every word you know? And I know. I'm a bit scared because, as you can see, the original line is a bit curved. I think that's just maybe due to the top. But I think you won't notice it anymore once the slits at the side are in. Straight enough. Very good. I'm scared as fuck. So I want them to go quite high to about here. I think you can still see the mark. Could also make it shorter on the front than on the back. So many things you could do. But I won't do that today because I have to be at work very soon. And I don't want to start on this again. Here, and yeah, that's fine. I will just pin this and sew the hem. I'll see you when it's done. It's done. First, I did the hem here with a simple zigzag stitch with the slits here. I added a straight stitch here right at the edge because I just folded it over like this. Just folding it in and adding a second seam just on the edge. This worked out really well. Then I added a second seam here on the collar, drifted off a bit here. Also just on the edge, that's a zigzag stitch. Yeah, because I fucked this up. And so that everything stays in place. Doesn't look too bad. Well, and I'm still in time for work. And I can still let the dogs into the garden to do their business. How great's that? I think it's time to try it on. Give me a second. Here it is. I think it's not too bad. There's two things I don't like, and that's first, the additional material here where you would have to sew it like this. I don't know what you call it in English. And maybe I would like it to have some more shape or to shorten it even a bit, maybe like a cropped look. I don't know. But I usually just wear my shirts tucked anyway. And that's really cool with the slit because you can just tuck this whole thing in here, wear a belt that looks better. And then it looks like this. Well, for the fact that this was like the speed sewing project of the year, I'm really happy with it. So let me know what your next sewing project, band shirt project is. And I'll go to work now and see you in the next video. Hello again. 2 days have passed and I've made some adjustments to the top because I found it just too, I don't know, rectangular here at the top. It looked so, I don't know. Now I think it's much better. As you can hopefully see, it's a bit more rounded, a bit more curved. And I'll show you how I did that. The only thing I did was to fold the seams to the back and then stitch the whole thing together. And it gives this fold, therefore the whole shirt just falls a bit differently on the top, and that's just so easy. That was a spontaneous idea just to enhance the design a bit more, and that's the shirt done. I went shopping and got more t-shirts to redesign. So maybe I'll see you in the next video.